Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Akshita Patil from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. The subject is waste management and the topic is commonly recycled materials and processes. We are going to discuss the following points. First one is introduction, then commonly recycled materials and the processes. In that, paper and cardboard, glass, metals, plastic, batteries and tires. First, we will discuss the what is recycling of a materials and the importance of a recycling. Recycling of a materials means to convert the waste material into a new materials. The waste management having the important components means 3R, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. So recycling is an important component of a modern waste management techniques. This process prevents the waste of a useful material and also reduces the consumption of a new material. Now I am going to start the topic commonly recycled materials and the processes. There are some commonly recycled materials and technologies used to recycle them and their specific environmental and economic impacts are given below. First we will discuss paper and cardboard. Paper and cardboard form the second biggest component of a domestic waste after organic waste and contribute to about 13% of the total domestic solid waste. Paper recycling is one of the most profitable activities and is practiced extensively. It reduces the demand for wood and energy and helps solve littering problem in the city and around dumping site. The paper industry is making a significant investment in a manufacturing capacity for making paper and paper products with recycled content. Recovered paper is classified as newsprint, cardboards, papers, etc. A typical input and output model of the paper processing technique consists of the following. First one is the material inputs. It includes paper, cardboard, scrap, magazines, newspaper, computer paper and etc. And second one is the product outputs. It includes paper sheets, boxes, filter paper, mosquito mats, decorative items and etc. Next one is the technology in the recycling of a paper and cardboard involves the following processes. First one we will discuss cardboard processing plant. It is also called as a semi-mechanical. The various machineries used in the process include bitter. This consists of a machinery and concrete tank and a mild steel bitter roll driven by an electric motor. Sieving screen. This separates materials of a different size. Cardboard making unit. This is a nylon conveyor screen driven by an electric motor. Calendaring machine. This is used to finish the surface of a paper and is electrically operated. Here the flow chart represents the cardboard processing plant. Then the second one is handmade paper processing. In handmade operated units, pulping and beating of a paper is done manually in an open machinery or a concrete tank. The material is sieved in a second tank and diluted with the water to a specific consistency. A wooden framed screen is dipped in the tank in order to form an even layer of the wet pulp to a desired thickness. The dried sheets are then pressed and cut into a required sizes. The calendaring is performed in an electrically operated machine. Here, the flowchart is given which represents the handmade paper processing. The second recycled material is glass. Glass is one of the most commonly recycled materials. Glass generally accounts for 2.5% by weight of the total solid waste generated. Recycling of a broken glass reduces the risk of a disease caused by cuts and wounds. Glass manufacturers purchase glass for reprocessing into new clear, green and brown glass jars and bottles. Glass scrap is the material input. Glass products are the product outputs in the glass recycling technique which involves a semi-mechanical process. Next, the semi-mechanical process for a glass. The following machinery is used in the process. In that, first one is the furnace. It is used to melt the glass cullet. The glass cullet is melted at 1400 degrees Celsius and the product obtained is annealed at 600 degrees Celsius. Semi-mechanical die. It is used to cast the die. It uses both mechanically and manually operated molds. Air compressor. It is used for blowing molten glass into dies. Then the next one and last one is the printing machine. It is used for a printing trademark and the flowchart shows that the glass processing or a semi-mechanical plant. Third recycling material is metal. Ferrous metals like iron, steel, and non-ferrous metals like aluminium, copper, zinc, lead, silver, etc. are some of the metals which exist in the waste stream. On an average, metal account for 2% of a total solid waste generated. Metals when dumped at a landfill site produces hazardous discharge with the heavy metals in a solution. Using recycled metals substantially reduces operating cost of industries. Metal scrap is cheap and energy consumption is lower when products are manufactured from scrap. The typical material inputs and products outputs in this industry are the following. The first one is material inputs. It includes aluminium, brass, copper, zinc, tin, iron, steel, etc. And the second one is the product output. It includes sanitary and gas fittings, funnels, buckets and storage bins, reinforced steel bars, hand tools and etc. Next one is a metal processing for a recycling of a metal. Most of the recovered metals are processed by big industries. Ferrous metals are processed by iron industries to produce iron bars, channels, angles and etc. In a small scale cottage industry, a particular kind of a metal that is ferrous or non-ferrous is melted in a crucible in a coal furnace and the molten metal is cast into the desired mold to make ingots of required shapes and size. New and melted recycled metals are mixed together in a 3:1 ratio for a better quality products. The tools used in the process include coal burner, furnace means coal fired, molding gadgets, dies, pattern and auxiliary tools. Next recycling material is plastic. These days plastic is posing serious littering problem in cities and around collection points and dumping sites with an average 8% by weight of the total amount of domestic waste. Plastic is one of the major constituents in the waste stream. Plastic recycling helps in employment generation along with the reduction of a volume, transport and space requirement for a dumping. The input materials and the output products involved in the recycling of plastics are given below. These are material inputs and product outputs. In that material inputs is plastic scrap, it is thermoplastic and the thermosetting, and the second one is the product output, toys, boxes, sleepers, buckets, cans and etc. Then the plastic processing for a recycling of plastic. In a plastic processing, the primary steps are sorting by color and a quality and cutting and crushing the sorted material. The crushed product, it is also called as a granules of a plastic, is melted, color dyed and manually molded into a cheaper product. Here the flowchart is given which represents the raw material for a plastic product or a plastic processing. Next one is the batteries and the tires. Battery recycling depends largely on the market condition and require consistent collection and processing. Household batteries come in a variety of types including alkaline, carbon, zinc, silver, nickel, cadmium and etc. Battery reprocessing includes breaking open the batteries and neutralizing the acid chipping the container for recycling and smelting the lead to produce recyclable lead, electricity generating facilities, pulp and paper mills, cement kilns are the most common process using scrap tires. At last, conclusion, recycling should be taken very seriously. It's not hard to clean up trash and dispose of it after a person creates garbage. People should also use recycling containers instead of trash containers for plastic and glass objects. Recycling is essential because of it reduces waste sent to the landfills and it prevents pollution, it conserves the natural resources and conserves energy. Therefore, it is essential. Thank you everyone for watching my video.